people used to come to Christ initially, if not mostly, not for teachings. People used to come for healings. When he was 13, he was discussing the texts, the scriptures, when he was left behind in Jerusalem in the temple. And only after a day his parents found out that, oh, he's not with the caravan. So they went back and they found that he was discussing very deep stuff with the wise people of that time in the temple, and he was even 13, he was communicating with them on the same level. But this was something that the mother noticed and then sort of unnoticed. And the next time that we meet him, he's already healing and exorcising. Healing and exorcising, which may be the same thing. So he's driving off demons from people. He's making the dead come alive more than once, and the last time himself. So it is basically people are looking for healing from leprosy, from being full of demons. And who is not having a demon inside them? The demon is a thought. I want this when you don't really need it. So Jesus goes around exorcising and healing, and that's what people come to him when they come for healing. He also gives them an extra dose of clarity in their own language, So in ways that align with the Vedas. He does very frankly say, the Father and I are one. He also has got gifts of knowing the future. Before he is taken to the cross in the Mount of Olives, he does have knowledge that tomorrow he will be betrayed. He does tell Judas, I will be betrayed by the one who kisses. And he kisses Judas, and no one really understands it. And he even, according to one of the accounts in the Bible, he does not want this huge pain of the cross and the torture of having a throne, of having a crown of thorns, but he is dictated by, is ruled by the Father in heaven on the throne of God, seated at the right side. So he knows, but he doesn't really want it. So he has these gifts of being able to see the future, and he doesn't avoid it. So opening the third eye and intuition, as a lot of people, I want to know the future, etc. It's good. It's a side effect, but it is practically impossible to make use of it. The Romans were the first people who, after Greeks, who had a system of thinking. Rather, they used the Greek system, but they had four. They tried to use psychic powers of different things, and they had soothsayers, as they were called. And Calpurnia, the wife of Julius Caesar, was very strong believer, and she saw that my husband is going to be assassinated brutally, and she told him in the morning, do not go. And they had a particular way of killing birds and seeing what's inside the bird for soothsaying. And she said, do not go, all the omens are really bad. And Julius Caesar, he knew that his wife is saying that you will be murdered, assassinated, the omens are very bad. And he said, I cannot be in a room where people think that their main general is afraid. So he went. So Kalpurnia knew, and all the signs were there. But Julia said, I cannot even have a doubt that I had a fear based on what some soothsayers said. In the same way, Christ knew, but there comes a level when the body is deprioritized. So whether you're praying or not praying, it doesn't matter that COVID will hit you or not hit you. And if not COVID, something else 100% will hit you. So you have to let go of the fear of the body. There are tons of people that I keep on hearing of, people who would rather die than eat non-organic stuff. The people who take care of their body so beautifully that in prioritizing the body, they deprioritize the soul. So those souls are unhealthy. And unhealthy soul, what does it look like? It looks like your soul, like my soul, when there is some fear. An irrational fear is what an unhealthy soul is. Irrational. Oh, this can happen. This will happen with my children. That can happen with that person. So all irrational fears, that's what an unhealthy soul is. So if you want to be healthy, the first and the foremost thing that you do is, and there are different ways, you burn out in front of any icon, because so that you have a grace from your own higher self, the fear in your heart, the fear in your head, the fear in your heart. Because by virtue of being on this planet, we are well protected, superbly protected, but at a soul level. So think of it, soul, spiritual power or spirit, and the body. Body is something which is completely will die, whether we prioritize on it. Keep it healthy, of course. You don't have to, just because we pray doesn't mean that you eat unhealthy or you watch porno, because even when you're watching porno and violence and all those sort of things, you're not eating food, yes, but you're eating through your eyes, you're imbibing through your eyes, you're imbibing through your ears. So you are always eating something, you're always digesting something from the universe. Make that pleasant instead of unpleasant. And sometimes it is absurd. Yesterday, I live in Canada, so yesterday the news in Canada was, one of the important news was that uh, the prices in Hamilton, which is around 200 kilometers from Toronto where I live, are equal to prices in Los Angeles. I swear there is no way that you can put in the same sentence Hamilton and Los Angeles. It is impossible. There's no way on this planet that you can put this city of Hamilton. 10 years ago, a couple came to me. They were doing very well. The lady was a doctor. And they were depressed because they were living in Hamilton and they were calling it a seedy city and all that. I had to compare it with Los Angeles, which also has got a lot of depression. But the depression in Los Angeles is absolutely different than the depression in Hamilton. Hamilton, it is, I'm working at a minimum pay job, or I'm student in university. I may have a job, may not have a job. Usually they do. It's at the Waterloo University there. But Los Angeles depression is different. Los Angeles depression is, I'm so beautiful and I'm working as a, when will come the day when the world will recognize my beauty and my talent and I'll become a famous person? That's all that Los Angeles is about. And there are lots of people who sort of manipulate the situation. The local people, they manipulate the situation. They accept the huge stream of people who are coming over, and whatever it plays out, it plays out. But the Los Angeles is about rich dreams, and it's got a lot of natural, and even it's got a lot of differentiate. You cannot compare it with Hamilton. Just like a small, shabby It has got two high-rise buildings in it, I think. Small, shabby, dreary, cold and clammy. Cold and clammy. That's the way the whole of the eastern coast is most of the time, 9 months out of 12. And that Hamilton, for various reasons, because economic effects, people are in a scare mode, COVID is happening, they're thinking about death, and a house is the biggest investment that they make. And people are so insecure, they're forgetting that the word investing and gambling are analogical. There's no way that you can invest in something and it won't be a gamble. It is virtually impossible, if not totally impossible. Investing means that you are putting in something in the hope that this will work out. It may work out, it may not work out. 50-50. And if it's you're thinking that this is going to be the next, the ads totally use the next Apple, the next Tesla, the next this, etc. And these guys are just pure, like poor guys who have been hit on the head as lightning hit, like Mr. Musk. He went with the PayPal, which is a website. It went well. He went with the electric car, which is a toy for big people. When it drives the Tesla car, it doesn't make a sound, but it's battery powered instead of being gas powered. But it's a car. And suddenly it becomes, and he becomes the mecca, and he says something and he smokes. And he says something and the market moves, because the market is unstable and it is ruled by greed, etc. The desire to have more than you deserve becomes very fixed in times of fear, irrational fears. I will be poor, I won't have enough. And people are investing and spending money and doing all sorts of crazy things. The cryptocurrency today is compared with gold. There is no way. Gold has been a standard accepted for a lot of generations. So it has got sort of power in our mind. Oh, gold. So there is a referential power, and the power of gold is that there's just so much amount of tons on it on the planet. It's not, it cannot be, there's not so much amount of gold that it can become cheap. That's the story behind it. It's a rare metal. But cryptocurrencies, these are just computer algorithms that a few people thought up, and then some of the people agreed, okay, we are going to put our value in it. And the real value comes from the fact that it is non-taxable, used by the criminals. So all the criminal activities, especially in the digital cyber security world, where all of the payments are in bitcoins. So the government or the police cannot catch them. That's where the value of this currency is. It is for, if you want to go for dark forces or people who are interested. So why would we, a group of seekers, be involved with that? Let the world enjoy what it does. It will go up, it will go down. Money will come, money will go. Just like the body will come and the body will go. Money comes and goes. Was there a time when you were making money? Then there will be coming a time when you won't be making money. And there will again be coming a time when you will be making. But don't have a fixation on the coming and going of money. Have a fixation on enjoying the coming and going of money. It's very difficult, but that's what spirituality is about. So you have the body, comes and goes. The spirit, which jumps to different bodies and different lives and different even creations. And this is, I will say, and you have to take it or leave it, but go with this not as words spoken to you, but go with this as some clarity that you have requested from the universe to make you into a fearless person, a fearless healer, first of all. And then if the clarity at the deepest part of you don't agree with it, don't accept it. If the deepest part of you, your intuition, you have to be true to that. Because besides the soul, body, spirit, and then we have you or me at a level of soul where we are all one. So this is what I would say again. The example would be the root of the tree, where All the tree leaves are one. If they identify as this, we are one. At a list of branches, we can see, oh yeah, we are connected, but I'm still different, but we are connected. I see that there is a root, but the real roots are unseen. So it needs a faith work. That is the level of soul when we are all one. It's like the ocean where we are, all of us are waves, and suddenly we say, hey, yeah, we are the ocean. So body is the upper form of the time and place and name and face is the body. The fact that you are a wave is your spirit, because the wave is moving. It's moving in to different body, different. That's the spirit. You can die and you can be too attached to something, to a house or something, and you can be still be there, and that's your spirit, and that's what becomes what people perceive to be ghost. But it's just you with a different type of body. But you still have a personality. You like this, you don't like this. But when we are in the spiritual, we do have more stuff that we can do, more powers, let's say, but we are less tangible, because in the body we have got only five senses, very concentrated. As a spirit, we have got millions of senses, but very subtle, and we can't really touch anything now. And we can't impact the life of someone. We cannot. If you have to pay mortgage, no matter what you do, no matter how much connections with the spirit world you create, etc., it won't change your mortgage payment by 1 gram. In fact, it might be the other way around, because the spirits are also like people. They may even exploit you. So we go to a level of soul. At a low level of soul, we are without an agenda. The root is totally one. We don't have an agenda. I want more than you. I want less than you. We see each other as one. And that's where the healing takes place. So as long as we are healing, praying as ourselves, my name is this and I'm praying to God and I want this, we are going to be very, very limited. Very limited. Some energy will flow through us. Something will happen through our energy, also our body. It is our intention. It will be limited. At a level of spirit, it will be more broader, because we are seeing that we are not limited and restricted by the restrictions of the planet. The planet is our things, good things, bad things. And in this planet, different stories are playing out with your body. My body has got these parents. My body has got these relationships. So your body has got your relationships, and then these relationships went up and down. And this person had hurt me, and this person actually rubbed his or her body against mine and had a good time. So I love this person. Good, good, good. And then this person went away, and now he loved me and he validated me. What is love? He validated my existence by saying, I love you so much that I will let you touch my body. Yeah, I love you, and so I trust you, and I trust you, so I respect you. And now I'm going to let you touch my body in various ways. That's called sex. And 90% of people who make money, at the moment of death, they are saying, I'll give all my money to my nanny, who is like my daughter's age, as long as she makes me happy. And that's the way most people who are in the world for material, they're lost in the things that they can touch, see, and feel. But when you step into the reality of the spiritual world, you see that the games are forever, that beyond this body, there are other stories playing out. And that other stories, after every death, we are asking, how much of this chance that we had on this planet having this body, how much of this time and our bodies did we use to help others, to serve others? And if it comes out, no, no, I was just looking for sex all my life, or money, or validation, and I had these fears, even though my life story had been written by myself, then it doesn't work out. Then we punish ourselves. Okay, next life you were so privileged and you didn't appreciate it. Next life you will have even less. That's why people in India, for example, may not have a lot of money, minimum, but they will be having a trust in God, because previous lives they had all these privileges, everyone. And then with all these privileges, if we just lived out of fear, for only for all, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? All our lives. I'll do this, but what's in it for me? Then we have worked and served only our body. We have ensured that our body only hold food, only relationships with symmetrical looking people, and only with a lot of sex. And sex should be like this, and toys should be like this, and the mark should be like this, and God should be like Gucci, and Jesus should be Versace, and that's all. Then I accept life. So all those small thinking of judgments, they fall away when the body falls away. And as a spirit, we have a chance now to say, oh, when I had landed on the planet, my mission had been to serve. But I ended taking care of my means of transport. And I considered this I was always worried about how to make this means of transport be more comfortable, have more than other cars on the planet. That's all that I was concerned of. That the gasoline on my engine should be 94, 97, 100, 110, whatever the number is maximum. And I was always concerned that it should be parked near other brand new cars and better looking cars and latest cars, etc. And that's all. And that's all that I did. I forgot to take care of the driver. Well, the driver in reality is the mind, but I'm pushing the analogy. That the prioritization was all done wrong. So most people live for the body, and it is born out of the fear. When you are living in the body frame and you totally think you are the body, then you have the fear of death, and death is the biggest change. So you are always fearful of any changes, and you are always looking for comfort. But when you become spiritually powerful and you re-remember our mission is to serve the others, because we are part of the few who remember, who know theoretically, and then start feeling. We are the core soul power. Our mission is to balance all the small children who are lost in the world of power games and this game and that game. We are the core who are balancing. So we are totally fearless in spreading love. And when we have to heal the children, and the children is everyone, including us and everyone, then we work, we serve, but we never ever serve as I, Lorena, I, Jean, I, Kalia, I, Hal, I, Heather, I, Zarina. We never work as the name and the face. I, Luba, I, Rita, I, Boris, I, Sweta, I, Zula, I, Kate. No, I, Preeti, Natasha, Rosa, I, Evgenia, I, Marina. We never use this. I am helping you. The key is the original healer is the power behind the Christ. So when we help someone, we are going to be saying, I, and you mentally say it, and right now it's going to, I, the power of Christ, deep in the church of my heart, spread love, light, and healing as basically as love and light. Healing as love and light to everything and everyone. So each one of us represents the power of not Mr. Jesus Christ, the power of the open heart of the Christ consciousness, the open heart of the Christ consciousness. That power deep inside one, deep inside us is awakened. And as I say this, you see, each one of you will see not only your heart, but as a body. You will see your body as a church, as a synagogue, as a temple, and deep inside your heart, you will recognize yourself as a representative of the Christ consciousness, healing others, healing all the people who have COVID. The first person that we are going to be healing today, as combined representatives of Christ consciousness, will be Sweta's daughter. So just intention is enough in this world. So see yourself, imagine, see yourself, Christ in Christ consciousness as golden energy in the deepest part of your heart. And then let your whole body become a temple of joy, a spiritual temple of joy. In your body, from your body, you become a spiritual temple. This spiritual temple leads you to your soul power, which via the magic words, the magic word of the prayers, will let you become a healer with gratitude, because we are connected to the healer, and the healing and the healer are both healer, healing, and the healed are all three connected at a level of soul. The healer, the healing, and the healed are connected at a level of soul, and the soul is in the deepest part of the heart. So just feel from the deepest part of your soul, in the deepest part of your heart. I'm going to be saying, Our Father in heaven 21 times. And you are going to be sending first three only for the daughter of Sweta, who is having some stomach and some lower right side of the body, lower organs issues. She's just 13 or 14, so just teenager. She's back from the hospital. So we are sending love and light as healing to us. And from that, again, your body is becoming a temple, a spiritual temple. So letting go of the material world of pain, fear, anger. The temple has no pain, fear, anger. Becoming a spiritual energy. And then from the spiritual energy, reaching out to the common soul power and seeing her daughter as being well and using the prayers, not the words, but the vibrations of the words and your intention to become a healer. So in the name of the Christ consciousness, we are all going to be spreading love. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on heaven as in earth. On this day give us our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory, the kingdom. Pater noster, qui scale, sanctificate nomen tuum, adveniat nomen. Fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis nobis hodie, dimitte nobis debita nostra, sicut in non dimitorium et debitore, et non nos inducas a tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Otče naš, qui es in nebes, da proslavit sein Tvoje, da probudit saso Tvoje, da ispunit sa volju Tvoje na nebu i na zemlji. Daj nam hljeb sušitnici, prosti nam naše dolги, jakor mi prощаем должником нашим. Веди нас от искушения и избавь от лукавого. Amen. 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 Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on heaven as in earth. So first three in different languages we devote to the daughter of Sweta, because she also represents mother feminine energy. No matter she is a child, but it is the same energy. So we will be moving across different chakras also, cleaning them out. Now we are in the second chakra because the first one we pay homage to the mother energy and wish her health and harmony. Moving on to the second chakra, and we are going to be right after every three, we are going to be moving up to the next level of the chakra. The first chakra, Mooladhari, is balanced. And our own relationship with all the mother energy, the mother earth, our own biological mother, with all the mothers is balanced. Moving on to the relationship chakra. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. On heaven as in earth. On this day give us our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory. Pater nostro qui es caelo, sanctificetur tot, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas sicut in cielo in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum donam da nobis hodie, dimitte nobis debita nostra, sicut in dimitte in la nos inducas et tentationem, libera nos. Amen, amen, amen. Oce nos, in nebesa. The preslavit Sainatoria, the privodes Sasoda, the Espolinica Volta, and Aniva in the Dai nam klev sushidni, si prastinam nashi del kiyakami prashanta nashi, vidinasa discussion is not. Amen, amen, amen. So all the relationships are resolved. All the incidents in life we accept with grace. In the temple of joy, which our body has now become, in that spiritual temple, there is no place for any smallness, for any darkness. We are becoming total golden light. And sending love as an offering from our soul energy, not the body, not the spirit. Maybe you invoking the spiritual energy to use the Christ consciousness soul power. We are healing the others, and at the same time we are healing ourselves. We send love to all the partners, and that balance is the second energy center. Our relationship with all the people in our life, seen and unseen, is balanced. And we can now move to the third energy center. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on heaven as in earth. On this day give us our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory, the kingdom. Oce nas, in the nebesa, the preslavit Sainatoria, the privodes Sasoda, the Espolinica Volta, and Aniva in the Dai nam klev sushidni, si prastinam nashi del kiyakami prashanta nashi. Vidinasa discussion is Bhavatlaka. Amen, amen, amen. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on heaven as in earth. On this day give us our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory, the kingdom. Pater nostro qui es caelo, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas sicut in cielo in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, dimitte nobis debita nostra, sicut in nos debitorius in nos inducas et tentationem, sed libera nos, sed libera nos. The third energy center is activated as we send love and prayers, the meditations of the prayer, the power of the prayer, the meditation energy of the prayers we send to all the father figures. And now we have no anger at no father figure, at no man or woman. Women are all feminine mother energy, all men are father energy, and we have no anger at neither of them. So we have no anger at anyone on the planet. And this leads us to the realization that we are complete. Our anger at ourselves was the reason for our anger at others. We are not angry at others, so we are not angry at ourselves. When we are not angry at ourselves, then our self-esteem, which was put down by our anger, is activated, and the stomach is like a sun, removing and cleaning the kidney of all fear. The stomach, oh, I need to keep this, I need to retain this for the future, I need to let this go. Just dissolve everything. Just let it go, having full faith in the heart. So we move on to the heart level. We have no anger at any feminine energy, no male energy anger. We are totally our lower energy, always going horizontally, sex with others, is now going up towards God. And at a level of heart, the sexual energy becomes love with respect. So the heart is opening up. The core part of the church that our body has become, spiritual power, is opening the heart and leading us deeper into our soul power, where we can heal others as representatives of Christ consciousness energy. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on heaven as on earth. On this day give us our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory, the kingdom. Pater noster, qui es caelis, sanctificet nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua in cielo et terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis nobis et dimitti nobis debita nostrum. Sic et in nos dimitorium et debitori, in nos inducas et tentationes, sed libera nos a malo, sed libera nos. Otce nasia in nebis, ad proslavit segment, tu privides aso de exponens volita, and neva in the Lionel clips of is presting on nostalgia and presentation of Nash. Within us at this question is about to go. Amen. 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 From your heart, offer. Remove all pain, anger, fears, everything that should not be part of the church. Golden church and temple, remove it. So that your heart is totally, fearlessly smiling and spreading love to all the people who have fear of COVID, fear of this. Even to yourself as a personality, you can send love. Even to yourself in the past, present, and future, you can send love. Amen. 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 And we can do the breathing exercise now. Just breathe in white light. Opening the doors of this church. Me going to the deepest part of the church, which is your heart. Now opening the doors, the main doors of the church, and spreading love from this now. Amen. Amen. Breathing, the prayer and the spreading of love, and you becoming a healer and becoming healed is all going together. Amen. Amen. Spreading love from your heart, you send gratitude to all the people who hurt you and made you spiritual. Therefore, if you had been just be comfortable, you could never have become spiritual. So this serving others, it comes from your own personal pain. Personal pain comes from people who hurt you. So we send love to all our teachers, everyone who has hurt us in any way is our teacher. So you're sending them love, you become healed and you become a healer in the name of Christ consciousness. Amen. Amen. We send love to Sweta's daughter and to all the people suffering right now, and to anyone who has caused us any anger and who is in our thoughts. Amen. 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 And we are now spreading love. And the heart is open, totally full of joy, unrestricted joy of not being attached to this body, not having a judgment at the life stories of this, but free to spread love. That's what total freedom is. Freedom is not having money to travel or spend money and buy toys. Freedom is the total freedom to spread unrestricted, unjudgmental or non-judgmental, infinity of love in the name of Christ, so that we are not involving, oh, my name and face is this. No, in the name of the eternal force of love that we also know that Christ consciousness, taking the example of Christ, who was a healer, who knew what was to come, who chose to walk the path of pain for others, to show an example that the body is not so important. Amen. 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 So that from now on we will just communicate only love, focusing on the throat chakra, Vishuddha chakra. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on heaven as on earth. On this day give us our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory, the kingdom. Отче наш, сящий на небесах, прославится имя Твое, да пребудет царство Твое, да исполнится воля Твоя. На небе и на земле. Дай нам хлеб насущный, прости нам наши долги, яко мы прощаем должникам нашим. Веди нас от искушения, избавь от лукавого. Аминь. 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 Pater nostro, ci esale, santifica il nome tuo, adventiate con tuo fiato l'intesa, cominciare panno nostro cotato non da nos. Limite no vestivita nostra, se potranno demitori, vettivitori, non nos inducasa, tentare, se liberanos. Now we are free to communicate only love. And that opens the third eye. The third eye opens inside, so that we are seeing all our brain cells with different memories of the past, present, and even future. And we light up these thoughts and stories that we keep in with a golden light from the third eye. So we start to see everything through a divine love, that makes everything golden. That is the true philosopher's stone. Seeing your life as a divine act of love, light, and laughter. Focusing on the third eye, draw a cross. Amen. Om, Ma, and silence. And the spiral of energy, infinity, drawing it in that. You initiate yourself in the spirit, body, and soul level. And the third mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Cross goes with Amin, Om with O, Ma, silence, the third part. And Om Namah Shivaya goes with, I go beyond this limited body to become infinity of love, light, and laughter. It's the energy symbol of evolution. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And now as Christ consciousness, you say, I will use my intuition to spread love and be fearless in spreading love. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on heaven as in earth. On this day give us our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory, the kingdom. Pater noster, ci scale, santifica il nome tuo, adventiat regnum tuo, fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in cielo in terra, panem nostrum quotae donam da nobis hodie, dimitte nobis debita nostra, sicut in dimitorio debiterum, in non nos inducas a tentationem, libera nos. Отче наш, сящий на небесах, да прославится имя Твое, да пребудет царство Твое, исполнится воля Твоя на небе и на земле. Дай нам хлеб насущный, прости нам наши долги, яко мы прощаем должникам нашим. Веди нас от искушения, избавь от лукавого. Amen. 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 I want each one of you to, because now your whole head is full of golden thoughts, I want each one of you to actually bless yourself with a halo. Just golden thoughts radiating to all directions of love, blessing everyone. And in that blessing of everyone, the seventh energy center, the connection to the universe, is totally activated and unlocked. And you will feel blessings from Christ consciousness flowing down, healing you and making you a healer in the name of the Christ consciousness. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on heaven as in earth. On this day give us our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory, the kingdom. Pater noster, qui es caelis, sanctificate nomen Tuum, ad veniat regnum Tuum, fiat voluntas tua, ut in caelum terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis. Limite nobis debita nostra, sicut in debitoris, in non nos inducas ad tentationem, sed libera nos. Отче наш, сящий на небесах, да прославится имя Твое, да пребудет царство, да исполнится воля Твоя на небе и на земле. Дай нам хлеб насущный, и прости нам наши долги, яко мы прощаем должникам нашим. Веди нас от искушения, избавь от лукавого. Amen. 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 Now use your breathing of the body to raise and lower your energy. And as you raise and lower, imagine the more it rises up and goes down, you become activated. And we ask for angel wings of hope and faith. Hope and faith are your two wings, angel wings, that will help you to become grounded in becoming an angel for others, not for yourself, but for others. When I say Om, gently breathe in and raise your energy to your lower energy to a level of heart. Om. Namo to a level of your third eye. And Shivai, just expand your consciousness to become one with the Christ consciousness. Om Namo Shivaya. Or Amin, if you want to go classical with Christianity. Amin. 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 Raise it up. Me hitting now the seventh energy center, the crown of your head. And now dissolving, your consciousness expands to become one with Christ consciousness. The Father and you are one. The Father and I are one. Amen. 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 So as you breathe in, this is pranayama exercise from the East. Breathing to raise energy with a mantra is your pranayama. The art of breathing with energy and controlling energy, that is pranayama. And when you breathe out, you can let go also. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva, let go. Om Namo Shiva. The art of understanding that the Father and you and you are one. That is your Gyan Yoga, the yoga of being one with God via knowledge. Any knowledge that brings you closer to the God of infinity, setting you free from fear, is your clarity. It is the holy knowledge. So that is Gyan Yoga. Pranayama, Gyan Yoga, the act of offering to others love, your shining. This is your Karma Yoga, act of love. And when your consciousness expands with love to connect with God, that is your devotion. The sexual energy, lower body, is just your passion or lust. Level of heart you take it, it becomes love, hopefully with love with respect. At a level of intuition, it becomes devotion. And this devotion is bhakti yoga, when your heart, head are full of love for the infinity and you are connected with the infinity. So those are the main ways to evolve, and whichever way you want to evolve, at the end you must be a fearless golden light with wings of hope and faith, bringing joy to others. Not living for the joy of the body, which most people are, but joy to others. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. We are all going to be sending once more love to Sweta's daughter. Om Namah Shivaya. To Jean, so that everyone gets evolved as they want. Jean, the whole group sends to one and also accepts as one. Om Namah Shivaya. Jean, Om Namah Shivaya Gali. Om Namah Shivaya Lola. Om Namah Shivaya Hal. Om Namah Shivaya Heder. Om Namah Shivaya Zarina. Om Namah Shivaya Lu. Om Namah Shivaya Rita. Om Namah Shivaya Boris. Om Namah Shivaya Cat. Om Namah Shivaya Sweta. Om Namah Shivaya Dot. Om Namah Shivaya Zula. Om Namah Shivaya Jamie. Om Namah Shivaya Rosa. Om Namah Shivaya Natasha. Om Namah Shivaya Marina. Om Namah Shivaya Preeti. Bless yourself so that you are fearless angel, representative of Christ consciousness and healing in the name of Christ, yourself from your irrational fears and then others. First, you heal yourself from your irrational fears and fears related to the body and to the stories of the body, relationships and this and that, and then send love to everyone and become an angel. Om Namah Shivaya. Amen. Om. Okay. If anyone has any questions, you can ask them right now.